Hi to you, my dear brothers and sisters. Again, the president of Rwanda, President Paul Kagame, insisted the working together of Africans, where he said that Africans, we are capable of coming together to solve our own problems, harnessing opportunities that come with that. President Kagame referred the union between Zanzibar and Tanganyika as a successful union and a good example for Africans to come together. I remember that it is almost 60 years since Zanzibar and Tanganyika united to form the nation of Tanzania. So this is a good example that if Zanzibar and Tanganyika can unite for 60 years, it is possible for African countries also to come together to unite and working together. It's true that Africa is the home of natural resources. Africa provides cheap labors. Africa has vast land underutilized. So because Africa we are not united, other countries, for instance China, being upcoming superpower, because China has using the opportunities of division or divided Africa to become upcoming superpower, because China has calculated very well to share Africa resources. That's why you see not only in China, even other civilizations are uniting Africans. We see summits that call almost African countries into a single place. We have seen China-Africa Summit, Russia-African Summit, also a European Union Africa Summit, America or US Africa Summit. This is because Africa we are so divided. So you see single leader can correct almost 54 African leader into a single place. Then they come up with a strategic how they can make business with African countries. So that's why you see, for instance, as I said, China as coming with the idea of producing cheap electronics. For us, China is producing cheap clothes. China is producing cheap machineries. So just imagine for the population of Africa with almost 1.3 billion people, China is producing one cloth for maybe for a population of 500 million people of Africa, maybe clothes. How much China is going to get? Just imagine one clothes cost $1. So you can see how Chinese are making money. That's why President Kagame is asking for Africans to come together to see how we can use our resources, we can harness our resources. Of course, also we can solve our own problems. So that is a good idea. And remember, President Kagame has threatened that if other countries are not ready to move forward, Rwanda will move in its own way alone. So because sometimes we are talking about unity, but others are not ready to see the importance of the unity. But there's a good example with the country of Tanzania, where we see Zanzibar and Tanganyika united and create a single country called Tanzania. So you can see that it is possible. So we want to be rich, we want to utilize African resources, but we cannot do this in a separate way. We need to come together. So my dear brothers and sisters, we must see how we can add value to our African resources. And that's what I think President of Rwanda, President Paul Kagame, is trying to asking or to request to his fellow leaders in the continent. So that was my just opinion due to the statement of President Paul Kagame concerning about African coming together, working together, solving our own problems. So, but the aim or the main issue is how we can come together, utilize our natural resources such as gold and the other issues, as we see some countries like Burkina Faso, Mali, has come with the idea. Even Tanzania, I see it, they have come with the idea of building refinery, machinery, or industry here in the continent of Africa instead of exporting these minerals into raw forms. So we must make sure that we add value to our African resources, but also we work together, we collaborate. So that was just an update. With those few words, let me see you next time. I hope things will be well. Thank you.